yeah, there's a lot of details and planning and organization, but ultimately, what are we here for? We're here because of love. We're here because we want to feel safe. We're here because we have a dream of a world where there's less suffering and where everyone's gifts are cherished, where we can come together to support each other with getting our basic needs met, where we don't have to do something that we don't enjoy just to survive, where we can thrive together.
My dad has always loved his job. He would work more than he was supposed to. He loved being at work. He loves his friends. And then over the last few years, it's like he comes home from work and he's just angry. And I'm like, Dad, what's going on? And it's just interesting to see how they just keep adding these roles and positions. And it's just fascinating because for him, being there for 30 years, he got to see the evolution of what a relaxed, trusting environment was like, where one could come in and plug in and do their thing and have good community in the workforce and be able to have moments of some relaxed moments of conversation and enjoyment, and how that filled the cup for people to want to be there and to really feel passionate about the work that they're doing, to becoming a place that he couldn't stand.
We're gathering here because we're building a new way of living and coexisting and thriving together. We're here to celebrate each other, love one another, and talk about our opposing views and beliefs.
We've gotten outside of this mold, right? But a lot of people, me too, growing up in public high schools, I fell into authority. I sat in the classroom 8 hours a day and sat and didn't say a thing for 8 years, and I look back and I'm like, whoa, I did that because everybody else was doing that. I think that's the pattern that's really hard to break. And also money has been a part of the culture in this country. It's about the profit, baby. And I was there too, making 6 figures, super depressed. Why am I making 6 figures?
Being in sort of the world of the public school system, it's apparent constantly that there's something really, really wrong with the system itself. And every teacher that I talk to feels this way. And the students are struggling, and the teachers are struggling, and we're burning out. And it feels more and more like there just needs to be forest schools and community schools and outdoor schools that are focusing on emotional wellness first, and then education. But in the cities too, right? In the cities and in the country. Everywhere we go, we need this, and we need it to be implemented.
There is still a little work to do in the hugelkultur garden. It just needs a little bit more soil over the kind of crescent moon shaped beds. Do you want to speak about that?
If everyone did 5 shovelfuls, we'd be
Humanity needs to change its course if we're going to continue. The Earth will continue no matter what, but will we survive? No, we not only want to survive, we want to thrive. And we want each and every human being to be able to give their gift to the world. We're really, really lucky, in one regard. The technology came along just in time to give humanity a tool that allows us to do that, which is called blockchain.
The structures that exist right now, these hierarchical structures where there's a few people at the top deciding what happens to a bunch of people, that really doesn't make sense. And now that we have this distributed ledger technology and we have abilities to decide together how we're going to govern ourselves, how we're going to make proposals and vote on things, we eliminate some of the issues of corruption, of ego.
Like Sacred Nectar being a hub, and like this becoming a hub, and there's all of these different places and spaces where we're creating community and connections. Those same connections and community happen within the soil and within our bodies. And when we disrupt those things and we don't support them and understand them, and it really starts with that understanding, right?
So if anyone has any special requests and you wanted to let me know, that would be awesome. I'm moving back to that visualization of that beautiful white light at the base of your spine, the base of your tailbone. Imagining that to beam up all the way on your next breath through the central channel of your being, opening up your toroidal field, allowing your head and neck to drop and tuck your chin under if you would like.
Oh, you brought the floral light.
Yeah, so I do that.
I don't know if you're looking for this now.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But like,
This is how I'm going to be able to travel and go around and, you know, spread love and not have to be a slave to capitalism.
A small set, like maybe a 7 diamond stud.
So, and then just like some books that I have read over the years, which I was talking to Terry and they're innovative. They actually purchased a cruise ship and they're gonna
There we go.
Sometimes I'll take it easy.
Got it? Yeah. How you feeling now?
How is everybody doing?
Good, yeah.
Good. Gotta start with vibes before we go with details. What my purpose with this talk is to just give you a framework for understanding that sometimes it is okay to plug into something that addresses environmental issues that aren't in your context. And so transnational organizing is all about mobilizing people's power, mobilizing different networks of people who are environmentally concerned across different localities. Because once you have the power, once you're moving together, we can actually attack these giant corporations or these government actors, these state actors that are creating the problems that we're fighting in our own communities. That's a very succinct explanation of kind of like the vision that I have. I believe that the green renaissance in the Caribbean, or the green reconstruction of the Caribbean, is going to happen within my lifetime, and I would like to play a small-ish role maybe in helping bring that about. And all my work really centers the folks in the Caribbean society that our current system is not working for. Differently abled folks, queer folks, trans folks, particularly trans youth in the Caribbean. I want them to be the leaders of that new Caribbean future, the green Caribbean.
So you might just like take a little leaf, like pass it around and try how it tastes. Like sommelier, you try wine and you try how does it taste. And usually Artemisia, it's kind of should be very bitter, but when it's young, it's juicy. It's a little bit like it's chewy, a little bit. Anybody's brave to? Is it bitter? It's not. It tastes delicious, but it's stinging. It's like jellyfish. When you touch it, it stings you. So what's it called? Grab, check. It says really interesting taste. The full flower scheme, and then you can eat flowers and put in your salad. All edible. How does it taste? Is it this right here? And I personally like
So earthy.
Earthy. That's a good word. This is going to be blooming, so you just get the buds, the leaf buds, not the flower buds.
Yeah.
How does it taste?
It's mint, so.
This is it.
the same, but it goes well together.
It's a little salad. So let's find another plantain. I want you to find plantain. And raspberry leaves are great for women. Maybe it's, I see it right there. Let's go there. It's like earthy, beautiful taste. Don't you try?
Raspberry?
These are probably the blackberries, or it's the same family, just berries are different. They can be black, they can be pink, and it's very good tea for women. And you make pine tea. You just put pine needles, pour hot water, let it steep for I don't know, half an hour or 10 minutes, whatever you want intensity, and you drink it. And this is just like, it's just so good.
Oh man, I knew it. Dogs get all excited.
Yeah, I know.